One of the main functions of the kidneys is to filter the waste out of the blood. Your blood delivers nutrients to your entire body, and various chemical reactions occur to break down these nutrients. Some of the waste occurs because of these chemical reactions, and some of the waste is present simply because there are excess amounts of nutrients that your body already has enough of. Blood is carried into the kidneys through the renal artery, where the kidneys filter blood as much as 400 times a day. Tiny filters inside the kidneys called nephrons remove the waste. The nephron is a basic fundamental unit of the kidneys whose main function is to regulate the concentration of water and substance to filter the blood. The glomerulus is the center of filtration and also the starting point for a nephron. This is where we take blood and turn it into filtrate, and it also leaks out fluid into the Bowman capsule. The glomerulus decides what to keep and what to filter. They hold nutrients, electrolytes, proteins, amino acids, and glucose that are building blocks and help other structures of our body work, while also getting rid of waste such as urea, toxins, and extra electrolytes that we don't need, such as sodium, so we don't have a high blood pressure. The Bowman capsule then receives a filtrate where red blood cells and proteins do not get filtered. The filtrate is traveled into the proximal convoluted tube, or PCT. With active and passive transport, the tube creates the balance that your body needs by absorbing sodium ions. Next step is the loop of Henle. The loop of Henle begins at the cortex and then dips into the medulla and finally back into the cortex. It extracts water from the filtrate and pumps out salts and nutrients we need to keep and makes the medulla hypertonic. Ions and nutrients are pumped out by active transport and returned to the blood. Water then is followed by osmosis, leaving the filtrate highly concentrated. Ions are reabsorbed by osmosis and active transport, and this reabsorption is controlled by our hormones. This process is all done in the return portion of the loop. After the loop of Henle, waste is moved to the distal convoluted tube, otherwise known as the DCT, then moved to the collecting ducts, and the remaining filtrate is now called urine. The urine moves into the bladder by the ureters and sits there until sphincter muscles releases it to the ureters. Our kidneys help keep us healthy by removing toxins from our blood. The renal artery brings blood into the kidneys, which remove any unwanted substances and eliminates waste. The filter represents the kidneys that filter the toxins from the blood. Observe how the filter traps the toxins and waste, and the blood drips without waste into the cup. This illustrates how blood circulates through the kidneys, while the kidneys trap the toxins before returning the blood back into the body's circulatory system. Without proper removal of toxins, many diseases and problems can occur in the kidneys. Renal failure or kidney failure is a condition in which the kidneys lose the ability to remove waste and balance fluids. If this disease heightens, it becomes a more severe problem called acute renal failure, where your kidneys become unable to filter waste products from your blood and has a greater chance of waste going into the blood. This represents how vital the roles of our kidneys play to keep our blood from contamination.